What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2Times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales. Before I get started, be sure to hit that like button so we can get this video on rotation. Be sure to comment, share the video. If you're new to the fam, be sure to subscribe. You feel me? Hit that notification bell. Tonight, we're going to take it to South Carolina and talk about a man named Dedrick, who basically had the streets of South Carolina going crazy, and he had a major plot twist in his case. Let's get right into it. South Carolina, a state with good food, southern hospitality, beaches, and more. But on this episode of Hood Tales, we will be discussing another side of SC, where money was made through the narcotic trade, and one man became a kingpin with so much power, he wanted to put a hit out on a prosecutor that were in charge of his case. Let's rewind a bit. A man that goes by the name Detric McGowan was well connected in the streets of South Carolina, getting money by allegedly trafficking smack, fent, and manufacturing pressed pills to sell for more profit. Dedrick had a setup to get weight from Mexico, get it to South Carolina, and flood the streets. Him and his team were smart though, with 2 trap houses and multiple bank accounts. Every time they would make a big sale, they would go to different banks, depositing less than $10,000 at a time so it wouldn't be traced. But this wasn't a small time operation. Dedrick brought in millions of dollars, distributing weight to smaller trappers. Basically, he was the plug. With money coming in fast, Dedrick tried to stay low key and do good things in the community. Like on one occasion, he would actually receive worldwide attention for going viral, for helping 2 young girls that were standing outside of a store selling Girl Scout cookies. Dedrick felt as though it was too cold and wet outside and bought all of the girls' cookies for $560, which made the world label him a hero. But little did Dedrick and his team know, they had been under surveillance by the feds for more than a year before this, and that situation made it even hotter. The cake had been baked, with feds setting up wiretaps, surveillance, and undercover agents. A big break would come in the case when Dedrick would try to set up a meeting in Mexico to cut out the middleman and go straight to the source to cop weight. But as he was setting up the meeting, the feds were listening in, and once he went to Mexico, the conversation with the feds, he didn't even know he was talking to the feds instead of the plug. Dedrick spoke business as usual, placing the order for 10 bricks of girl and 10 bricks of smack, totaling almost $800,000. Dedrick will return back to SC, and not long after his viral fame, him and 11 other people would face federal indictments, alleging most of the ODs in some South Carolina counties came from the squad with the pressed pills and fentanyl. Drug trafficking and other charges pointing Dedrick as the head of the operation and using his past convictions against him. But the plot thickens. As he was arrested and waiting for trial, allegedly, he tried plotting to get somebody to put a hit out on a prosecutor. So he plotted to get rid of the prosecutors and 2 witnesses in the case. His plan was to use pipe bombs so it wouldn't look too crazy and blickies wasn't used. Dedrick decided he would put up $20,000 for the hit. He enlisted the help of his cell buddy, who was locked up with him awaiting trial, to help do it. So his people can make it happen, but in another stroke of bad luck, his cell buddy contacted the feds telling them the whole plot, adding more charges to Dedrick. Once the court date came, feds had already seized more than $1 million, jewelry, cars, and homes from him, painting him as a mastermind behind a multi-million-dollar narcotic operation that ran multiple counties in South Carolina. With everything stacked against him, Dedrick would plead guilty to the charges he faced and eventually receive over 35 years in the feds. The assassination attempt definitely hurt his case more. Just 1 year prior, Dedrick was featured in magazines and all over TV for being a great guy. Now it was all bad. Moral of this story, it's no way to make that kind of money and go under the radar. No matter how smart you are and how quiet you are, the streets talk. So y'all know my slogan, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, that's crazy. Shout out South Carolina, man. He was like in like Spartanburg and places like that. It was a whole bunch of counties. Don't get me wrong, I can't name all of them, you feel me? But basically, he had been under surveillance, he didn't even know it. So when he bought this the cookies from the Girl Scouts, you feel me, it went viral, you know what I mean? It basically was all in magazines, all over the TV, and it seemed like a good thing at the time. But then the feds just doubled down on him. You know what I mean? They was already watching him, and this made them watch the team even more closer. And man, the plot against the prosecutor was crazy. He was gonna put up $20,000, like I said. He was gonna get his cell buddy to do it. You feel me? Even though he was locked up, he was gonna get him to get his peoples to do it, and he was gonna pay him. But dude went straight to the feds. I don't know if he was trying to get his time cut, if he was trying to go home, or whatever the case is. But basically, that added fuel to the fire. So now he had the trafficking charges. They was trying to charge him for being the head of the operation. Also, he had this assassination attempt. So man, it went all bad. 35 years. I think he was 40-something years old. So man, that's like a life sentence. Sad situation, you feel me? It's all messed up, you feel me? Because I don't really think he probably wasn't no bad guy. He was just out here trying to do what he had to do. But that go to show you, when people get put in certain situations, he went from buying Girl Scout cookies to trying to get somebody out of there, allegedly, so they wouldn't testify against him, because ain't nobody trying to go to prison. And that's the whole thing. When you out here getting that kind of money, it's set up against you. They definitely coming. You feel me? You can't stay under the radar. The streets talk. Everybody gonna want to know who this dude is that's supplying all the weight. Then somebody gonna get caught for something that ain't even got nothing to do with you. Your name gonna come up. Then the feds gonna plant the wiretaps. You feel me? They gonna plant the surveillance. They gonna catch y'all doing something. It's gonna be something minor, something small. Then they gonna lock you up. Then they gonna seize everything that you was out there trapping for in the first place. So it's a trap. You feel me? That's why they call it the trap. It's a trap. So at the end of the day, man, messed up situation. Cause like I said, 40-something years old, 35 years in the feds. That's like a life sentence, man. You feel me? Somebody wanted me to touch on South Carolina. You know what I mean? I rock with South Carolina. I rock with the whole Carolina. North Carolina too, you feel me? I got family up there. But yeah, this situation right here is real wild though, man. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he probably wish he would have never went viral for that situation. But at the end of the day, they already had surveillance on him. So no matter which way you look at it, more than likely they was going down. As far as the other 11 people, I don't know what happened to them. They were just saying they played a role in it, but it seemed like they tried to put all the charges on him and try to make it seem like he was the mastermind behind the operation. But yeah, man, this is another episode of Hood Tales. Be sure to definitely hit that like button. Comment down below, subscribe if you're new to the fam, and share the video. I love y'all, fam. I'm out.